Your body is not just something you have, but something that is constantly working, choosing, transforming, even when you don't notice it. What if being alive is less like existing and more like a process quietly unfolding inside you? Welcome to Nerdjacker's Vault. Today, we're stepping into Book 1 of On the Natural Faculties by the Greek physician Galen, a man trying to understand life before science had the tools to see it. He begins with something simple. Plants grow. Animals grow too, but animals also feel. They move, they react, they seem to act with intention. That small difference opens everything. Because if both are alive, but only one can feel and move, then life cannot be one thing. It must have layers. So Galen draws a line. Growth and nourishment belong to what he calls nature. Feeling and voluntary movement belong to the soul. Plants live by nature alone. Animals carry both. And from there, the question deepens. If nature is responsible for keeping something alive, what is it actually doing? Galen turns to change. Everything he notices is always becoming something else. Heat fades into cold. Sweetness turns bitter. Things grow, shrink, shift, and eventually disappear. He calls all of this motion, not movement across space, but transformation itself. And slowly, he begins to organize it. Changes in quality, changes in size, changes in place, and the deeper ones coming into being, passing out of it. Life, in this view, is not a fixed state. It is a pattern of changes, layered and continuous. Skeptics be like. Others say nothing truly transforms, that everything is just rearranged from smaller, unchanging parts. Galen resists this. He returns to something ordinary. Food becomes blood. Not shifted, not rearranged, but changed into something new. And for him, that is enough to say, transformation is real. So he builds his explanation from there. He speaks of 4 basic qualities: hot, cold, dry, and moist mixing, and separating to form everything in the body. It is not modern science, but it is an attempt to trace how one thing becomes another. And then he introduces something more precise. He calls them faculties. A faculty is not mysterious. It is simply a power, a built-in ability that allows something to happen. Where there is change, there must be a cause. So every process has 3 parts: the power itself, the activity it produces, and the result that appears. Food becomes blood. There is a power that allows it, a process that carries it out, and a result you can see. And with that, the body begins to look different. Not passive, not accidental, but organized. Each part has its own role because it has its own faculty. The stomach digests. The veins form blood. Each organ acts according to what it is able to do. And when he steps back, Galen reduces life to 3 essential movements. Generation, the bringing into being of a living form. Growth, the expansion of that form while keeping its structure. And nutrition, the quiet, ongoing work of maintaining it. Nutrition, especially, becomes something intricate, because nothing you take in is immediately part of you. It must be changed step by step until it becomes similar enough to your body to belong there. So the body becomes a chain of transformations. Some parts prepare what enters. Some separate what is useful from what is not. Some carry it forward. Others store it or remove it entirely. It is not one action, but many linked together. And through all of this, Galen insists on something simple. Nature is not careless. It does not act at random. Each part exists for a reason. Each process has a purpose. This is why he argues so strongly against those who say organs do nothing. Take the kidneys. That movement cannot be passive. The kidneys must draw out what they need. They must act. Again and again, he returns to this idea. The body selects. It attracts. It transforms. It expels. It is not still. And to make this clearer, he looks beyond the body itself. A magnet pulls iron. Certain substances draw out poison from a wound. Attraction exists in nature, So why not here? By the end of the book, what emerges is not a perfect explanation of biology, but something else, a way of seeing the body as a system of powers, life as a continuous process of change, nature as something active, shaping, maintaining, sustaining. And even if the details are wrong, the impulse behind it remains. To look at something as familiar as being alive and refuse to leave it unexplained. That's all for today. Please subscribe for more contents like this. For the full audiobook, please check the link in the description.